to help you with your meal planning. Let's face it, nutrition is 80% of weight loss or fitness results. Even if you're just trying to tone and tighten and whatever, you can do all the workouts you want, but you can reverse all the hard work in the gym on one meal, basically. So you need to meal plan, you need to have a good idea and sense of how to eat, and what you're eating. And a really, really key point is planning. You've heard the quote, fail to plan, plan to fail. So I'm here to show you how to keep it simple, because I'm not a planner. I don't like planning. I don't like sitting down and writing things out and planning them out and stuff. It's one of my biggest weaknesses is I don't really like to do that stuff. So I'm going to show you a very simple way to meal plan because I need to keep it simple. And all you need is 3 simple things: notebook, pen, and some sort of source for your food. So for me, currently I am following the PiYo eating plan, which is basically the same thing as 21 Day Fix eating plan. So these are what I use. These little booklets are what I use when I'm doing my meal plan. If you are calorie counting, just make sure you have your phone nearby with MyFitnessPal open up, just because it just saves you having to like run to the pantry to check how many calories is in a third of a cup of oats or whatever. You can just bring it up on MyFitnessPal because there's a huge food database there. Same thing if you're with Weight Watchers. I remember from when I did Weight Watchers centuries ago, the Weight Watchers app had a pretty good food database. So you want to do that. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to kind of figure out how much room you need for dinner. So for me, these meal plans, 21 Day Fix and PiYo, what they do is they basically categorize foods into different categories. So as you can see, we have our primary vegetables and we have our secondary vegetables and grains. We have fresh fruit, lean protein, healthy fats, and free foods. So everything gets categorized into a category, and then at the beginning you figure out what range you fall in. So this bases off of calorie ranges, but you're not calorie counting, so that's why I really like this, because I calorie counted for a really long time and I got bored of it, so I needed to find something else. So it's just servings of different food categories that you're figuring out. So for me, I just look and I realize how many servings of each food group that I need, and then I can go and pick my foods accordingly. So for me, for dinner, I was like, okay, I'm going to need 2 servings of vegetables, because for me, dinner is my biggest meal of the day. It's something I'm working on, and I've worked really hard on it being a lot smaller than it used to be. But anyways, I give myself 1 serving of protein, 2 servings of vegetables, 1 grain, and sometimes 1 fat for dinner. It depends. I give myself a little variety there. So first of all, you want to set out what you're going to need for your dinners. So if you're calorie counting, for example, I used to, when I would calorie count, I would count that I'm going to have about 400 calories for dinner. So right away from my total calories in the day, I would subtract 400. So then you kind of know how much you have left for your breakfast, your snack, your lunch, and your snack. So I always recommend having breakfast, morning snack, lunch, afternoon snack, because that's going to keep your metabolism running high all day, which is what we need. High metabolism, that's what we want, that's what we need. And that's the key to keeping your metabolism high, is to eat constantly throughout the day. So you figured out how much you need for your dinners. So then you're going to just go through this. I'm showing you this because this is my actual meal plan. You're going to actually go through and you're just going to decide, okay, what do I want for breakfast? And you want to come up with 2 options. I give myself 2 different options for breakfast, 2 different options for AM snack, 2 different options for lunch, 2 different options for afternoon snack. The reason being is because I find it really boring to have the same thing for breakfast every day for a week, the same thing for lunch, the same thing for snack. So it adds a little bit of variety. And I basically just plan that for 4 days I'm going to have one option, and for 3 days I'm going to have the other option throughout the week. So basically, I guess, if you are brand new to this whole healthy eating thing, you really don't have any idea what you're gonna have for a healthy breakfast and what a healthy snack is and stuff, you can find a whole bunch of ideas online. I do offer meal plans that are already made up. It's the ones that I've already made up for myself. So if you want that, just contact me and I'll send you that. That kind of gives you a starting base, give you some ideas. But you can just Google search clean eating breakfast ideas, healthy eating breakfast ideas, low calorie breakfast ideas, whatever, and you will find so many options online. It's so simple to come up with these things because everything's on Google. And you can get some different ideas that way. My personal favorite, like breakfast that's clean, is oatmeal with blueberries. This is just plain oatmeal though, guys. This isn't the stuff with all the artificial flavoring and whatever added to it. Just plain oatmeal with blueberries. And I also like some plain organic yogurt along with that, with like a teaspoon of pure maple syrup, and it's so good. It's like one of my favorite breakfasts. I also really like for breakfast, just to give you some ideas, I also really like half a whole grain English muffin with 1 egg and 2 slices of turkey bacon and like a slice of tomato and some spinach. So good. Very, very good. For lunch, I like usually some eggs or maybe some lunch meat wrapped up in, actually one of my favorite lunches is to get romaine lettuce leaves, put some hummus on that, and then some turkey deli meat and roll it up. Oh, it's delicious. So anyway, so there's just a couple ideas, but just Google search if you have really no idea. And you just want to go through, and as you're putting these options in, you want to account for them. So for me, I'm like, okay, I'm going to have oatmeal for breakfast. So then I look what a portion size is in this, and you would, if you're calorie counting, you would go on MyFitnessPal, be mindful of what the portion size says it is when you're looking at the calories of it. I look in here and see what a portion size is, and I write that down next to it. You need to have your portions right there because they're very important. So I put oatmeal with blueberries, what's a portion of blueberries, and then I mark down that that's going to count me as 1 grain and 1 fruit. And then I also am going to have some yogurt, which is 1 protein. So I mark that down. So if you're calorie counting, you're going to have this breakfast. You're going to go into MyFitnessPal, you're going to search oatmeal, find the brand that you have or whatever. Anybody and everybody can add food to the food database on MyFitnessPal, so some things are really far-fetched. But just kind of look at a few different options and find the one that makes the most sense. You know, use some common sense. And so then you would just be like, oatmeal, 120 calories, blueberries, 50 calories, or whatever they are, and just mark it down and then subtract it as you go so you kind of know what you're working with, what's left for the day. I usually will plan my breakfast, my lunch, figure out how much room I have left for my snacks, and then plan my snacks that way because my meals are more important to me than my snacks. That's just me. So then once you come up with your 2 different options for breakfast, snack, lunch, and snack, then you want to come up with 7 different dinners. So if you're looking for different recipe ideas, what I typically do for my dinners is in each week I plan 1 fish night, 1 red meat night, 1 pork night. The rest of the nights are chicken and ground turkey. So if you're looking for different recipe ideas for these things, there's a couple websites that I love for recipes. Skinnytaste.com is one, and the GraciousPantry.com is the other. They have awesome recipes. The Gracious Pantry is like clean eating recipes. Skinny Taste is more just like low calorie diet type recipes, but still very, very good ideas. So just Google search. You can go to either of those websites, or you can just Google search like chicken breast recipe or whatever, and it'll come up with different recipes. So then I write down my different dinners for the night. I always plan to have a protein, a grain, and a vegetable. So I'll be like, okay, Monday night I'm gonna have Dijon chicken, which is like one of my favorite chicken breast recipes. Dijon chicken, that recipe's on my blog. I do also have recipes on my blog, Too Fat for Fat Fitness, if you want to check those out too. So Dijon chicken with half a cup of brown rice and 2 cups of steamed zucchini. That would be like a dinner. That's how I formulate my dinners. As you're writing all of this down, as you're planning out your meals, you want to have a second piece of paper on the side for your grocery list. So you're writing down your grocery list as you go so that you don't forget anything. And then you can go to the grocery store, you get everything, You don't have to worry about running to the grocery store middle of the week because you forgot something or whatever. And that's just how I do it. I make my grocery list alongside as I'm doing my meal plan, so I know exactly what I need to get at the grocery store, and I will be stocked for groceries for the week. So no excuses. I have all the food in the house I need to stick to my healthy meal plan for the week, and I'm good to go. So I'm going to show you guys my meal plan really quick. Okay, so here's my meal plan. So this is what I'm allowed in a day. So I'm allowed 4 vegetables, 2 fruits, 3 fats, 2 grains, and 4 proteins. So option A and option B, these are my breakfast snack, lunch snack options. So oatmeal, and see I have my portion marked down with blueberries, yogurt with maple syrup and what it counts as, and then Shakeology with mixed berries, broccoli with hummus, 2 hard-boiled eggs, peppers, and 10 pistachios. And then my other option is Shakeology with almond butter, almond milk, and maple syrup, cucumber, nectarine, English muffin. This is the one I was telling you about. Half an English muffin, 2 turkey bacon, 1 egg, tomato, and cheese, cottage cheese with mixed berries. And then here's all my different dinners for the week. So there's Monday night, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday is my designated treat night, and Sunday. So plan a treat for yourself as well. That's important too. And I hope this helped. So go ahead, like the video, comment if you have any questions, subscribe if you haven't already, and give me ideas of other videos that you would like to see for like fit tips, healthy tips, weight loss tips. I would love to help. See you guys.